It's Daniel Wagner here from the Six Figure Mentors, and I'm here with Stuart Ross, founder of the Six Figure Mentors as well. And I want to discuss tonight with you your online marketing strategy for 2011, what to do and what to avoid to be successful. I'm sure something that everyone here is interested. And I just want to literally get going and explain to you who are your hosts today. And number one, that would be me. So if you've never seen me, that's a very nice picture of myself, dare I say myself, slightly retouched thanks to Photoshop. And you will notice this is actually my blog banner. And this is a high quality graphics. And just let me share with you, 2011, you got to make sure that your graphics on your web page look absolutely top notch. You can't get away with cheap looking websites anymore. The second host on our webinar is my good friend and business partner, Mr. Stuart Ross. And you can see again, high quality graphics. I took this directly from his blog, and this is something that we will talk about a bit later. And you can get your own super high quality graphics tonight if you are one of the guys who see the opportunity. So let's get right into it. I want to actually help you in this webinar, because what we found that people listening or people being on the course fall into one of three categories. So here's my little question to you. Who are you? So who are you? And I'm going to run a little poll in a second. But before I do the polling, let me quickly explain to you those three characters. And I believe you will be able to identify with one of them. Maybe even one or two of them. But there's going to be one which is primarily your character. So I call the first character Nora the newbie. So what is Nora the newbie? What identifies Nora? Now Nora has tried many things online, but she actually hasn't made any money yet. She might have been to a few seminars, she might have bought a course here and there, she might have heard from people who made money, but in her own strategies, in her own success, she still hasn't seen it work. Now, what else is Nora? Nora goes to events and she gets pitched to. Nora might have even considered joining an expensive coaching program with one or the other guru that turns up there. But what happens to Nora, that she's worried that actually this will never work for her. She's also confused about conflicting advice, because every day she gets emails about this strategy and that strategy and the latest and the newest and this and that. And if you are anything like Nora, you know exactly that I'm talking to you right now. Now let me quickly check. How does Nora's partner and family deal with her? They literally think that she's crazy and that she should get a real job or stick to what she knows, go back to what she knows. Yeah, this is Nora's conundrum. Let's look at Ian. Ian the intermediate guy. Now maybe you Ian the intermediate guy. Now what identifies and characterizes Ian? Ian made some money, but now he's somehow stuck. So he surely knows that you can make money online, but Ian is miles off his goal, his dream to literally live off the money from the internet income. But he won't give up. So Ian's a sticker, okay? But he lost a bit of traction. He doesn't even know what to do next. And the little money he makes online from a ClickBank sale here and a little bit there, what he does with that money, he buys products. We call it the syndrome, shiny object syndrome. Yeah. So he's literally out there and think, maybe this tool will help me. Maybe that tool will help me. But he actually hasn't got an overall strategy for real success to build a real business. How does his partner and family react? Guess what? They say to him, you know what, Ian, forget this nonsense, get back to the job you got and stop dreaming. The third category of person that we normally get on those calls is what I call Ben, the business owner. Now, Ben is a professional, okay? Ben is successful. He works hard, but, and this is a big but, he sells his time for money. Doesn't matter how much he gets paid. He realizes that he can't step off the hamster wheel. He's maybe in his 40s, maybe in his 50s, and he's tired. He's tired of the daily grind, and he just doesn't know what to do because he's got a lifestyle which is expensive, and he doesn't know what to do. He's afraid to try something new and fail because he knows one thing and knows this one thing well. He doesn't want to try something new. Now, his partners and family and colleagues, what do you think? They discourage him very much from trying the new way of making money because they say, hey, stick with what you know, Ben. Okay, now I believe you're one of those three people, and I would like you right now, I'm going to bring up a poll, and in this poll I want you to please choose what describes you best. Who are you? Please let me know, guys. Pick one of the three categories. I give you just 15 seconds, a very easy question. Now I know if you think you're a bit of both, but it's very simple. Either you made no money, or you made a little bit of money, or you're a business owner who wants to learn how to make money online with his existing business on his existing skills. I just give you 10 more seconds. Please do a vote. I can see that there are a lot more people who haven't voted yet, so please put in your votes right now. Okay, thanks guys. I'm gonna close the votes. So I'll give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last vote's coming in. I'm gonna close the poll right now. I want to share the results with you guys, and I think that is very interesting. The results we have coming in, we have 42% tonight on that call who haven't made money yet, nor are newbies. We got about 42%, very equal, even intermediates, people who've made a bit of success but don't know what to do next, a bit stuck for strategy. And we got about 17% of people who are like Ben, the business owners, who are literally doing well. They're fine, but they know there's something more out there that they want to learn. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. We will come back later to those results, and they will become even more meaningful when we go a bit further into the presentation. So let's go to the next step. I want to tell you just in 5 minutes where I come from. Obviously, I'm from Austria originally. You might have guessed my accent. But what I really want to show you here is my first website. We're going back about 4.5 years, 2006, July, and I've just completed a 30-day program with some of the all-time greats of internet marketing, Frank Kern and Ed Dale, and I managed to make my first dollar online. Now, needless to say, I had to move on, I had to learn more skills, and I had to literally do more. This was my first step, it was my first dollar. And I did literally sell an ebook about dog training, and I got all the basics, and the basics are still the same. I learned how to drive traffic using Google AdWords back then. I would use different techniques today, and I had a conversion environment, which is a web page, and I sold an ebook, and I made my first dollar, and not just my first dollar, my first 10,000, my first 20,000. I made my first little fortune online. Now, needless to say, I was hooked. And the story, to cut it very short, don't worry, I'm not going to share all my 5 years with you. I just want to share with you what happened since. I've been able to give up my job in 2009 after 3 years of being literally successful online, and I have now what I call the life of my dreams. It's me and my girlfriend traveling. We've been to Malta for weeks in 2009. In the same year, I also was able to win my dream car, an Aston Martin. And if you were ever into cars, it's a very cool car. Really enjoyed that. So that's my girlfriend celebrating with me the Aston Martin. This here, this shot, is actually a photograph of me directly photographing in my Cyprus property towards the sea. I lived right by the sea. This was my pool, and I lived 6 months last year in Cyprus, still making money online, still living the life of my dreams, being able to do what I want, when I want, and where I want to do it as well. And because I'm really lucky, I can even do it with who I want to do it with. So this is really where I'm at. I also travel. I love to travel. This is me in Austria, my home country, in the mountains of Innsbruck, almost 3,000 meters high in the snowy regions. That is me, and you might have seen or heard me before. I do a lot of public speaking because I want people to get the opportunity that internet marketing poses. And I've literally spent 4 years trying to educate people how to make money online. I run workshops, I run boot camps, I run one-off trainings, one-to-one trainings, year-long membership programs, mentorship programs, anything I could do to really get that message across. And I want to fast forward to 2009. 2009, I actually built a membership site with my business partner, James Watson, and this has turned into YourInternetBuddies.com, one of my most successful ventures to date. And I want to share some numbers with you in a few minutes, just so you know. But you know what? That was my next step. But what is the next step? I have to carry on. You have to move on. You have to learn more and implement more and get better at what you do. And in 2010, in July, very soon later, I actually launched a program called the Blueprint Coaching Program, an even more elaborate attempt to teach people how to make money online, a very successful program for us. And guess what? That was my next step. And yet again, I had to learn more and step up my game to get even better at teaching and get even better at optimizing my business. You already get this here, guys. You cannot do that overnight, but you can obviously learn from people who know what they're doing.